What are the parts of a lute? Have you ever wondered what makes the lute such a unique and enchanting instrument? Let's take a closer look at its parts and how they contribute to its sound and spiritual significance. First, we have the body, which is often pear-shaped and bowl-like. It is made from thin wooden strips called ribs that are glued together to form a deep, rounded shell. This hollow chamber amplifies sound, giving the lute its rich tone. The back of the body is vaulted and semicircular, typically crafted from woods like maple, rosewood, or cherry. The shape and construction of the body symbolize harmony and wholeness, reflecting spiritual ideas of unity and balance. Next, we have the soundboard, which is the flat wooden surface on the front of the body where the strings stretch across. It often features a beautifully carved sound hole known as the rose or rosette. This decorative pattern is not just for looks. It enhances the instrument's resonance and projection. The design symbolizes the flow of spiritual energy through art. Moving on to the neck and fingerboard, the neck is a shorter wooden extension attached to the body. It supports the fingerboard where the player presses the strings to create different notes. Unlike modern guitars, lute frets are traditionally made from tied gut strings, allowing 4 subtle adjustments that can express various spiritual moods. The fingerboard is flush with the soundboard, contributing to the lute's delicate tonal quality. Now let's talk about the peg box and tuning pegs. The peg box is set at a backward angle from the neck and holds the tuning pegs. These wooden pegs are tapered and inserted laterally, allowing the player to tune the strings by friction. The angled peg box helps maintain string tension and is a distinctive visual feature. Tuning the lute by hand becomes a meditative process, connecting the player with the instrument's voice and spiritual vibration. Lutes typically have multiple pairs of strings called courses, ranging from 6 to 13 pairs, plus an additional single string known as the chanterelle. Historically, strings were made from animal gut, which was prized for its warm sound. Modern strings often use nylon. The paired strings create a rich, layered sound that can evoke spiritual depth. The bridge, or tie block, is glued near the bottom of the soundboard and serves as the anchor point for the strings. The strings are tied here with knots, transferring their vibrations to the soundboard. The bridge is essential for sound transmission and symbolizes the connection between the physical and spiritual realms through music. At the top of the fingerboard, we find the nut, a small piece that guides the strings onto the peg box. Traditionally, it is not glued but held by string tension, representing a delicate balance and flow of energy. Lastly, strap buttons are located on the back of the lute, near the neck and base. These buttons allow the player to attach a strap, making it easier to hold the instrument comfortably. This facilitates expressive playing, which can be part of spiritual practice or ritual. From a spiritual music perspective, each part of the lute is not only functional but also symbolic. The rounded body reflects wholeness, the rose represents intricate beauty, and the act of tuning and playing becomes a mindful ritual. The lute's gentle sound has historically accompanied spiritual poetry, meditation, and ceremonies, making its parts integral to both its physical form and its spiritual expression.